It's actually pretty flexible and comfortable, like you said. Since
Okay,
this is my first experience with this, so it's good.
nice.
Yeah, for me also this is the first time, but we have the relaxations, but missing those environment, working environment actually.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the work environment makes us feel like we are working. So in at home you usually have some noises and all that makes some disturbance.
Mm-hmm. Right. Any other thoughts on how remote work is turning out?
Remote work is like awesome for me. I'm staying my at my hometown from
Uh-huh.
last 8 months.
Nice. Okay, I think we'll get started. Can we start?
Yeah, I think it's
Okay, so remote work is trending, and 70% of the workforce globally is expected to work from home or work from anywhere, I would call it, at least 5 days every month. This is the prediction by a certain group of research guys. And this is clearly the trend. I can choose my own native town or city I want to work. I can create my own work environment. It could be outdoors or indoors. I can decide my own work hours with the team. Let us say if I'm working with a team that operates out of Dubai, and they don't work on Fridays, I could work any 40 hours a week that's comfortable for the entire team and the client team. I could manage my workload or the work items that I'm taking up during a certain sprint, and I can also manage how it's distributed among the team. This is clearly the trend and the future. Um, in fact, if you see, a lot of countries are adopting flexible workspace policies. I mean, you can see here that even in LinkedIn, a lot of job posts mentioning the keyword flexibility has increased quite drastically. And this certainly remote, self managed, and agile teams seem to be the future. So that's when we actually started realizing work from home or work from anywhere. It's basically probably changed our lifestyles when we woke up and when, how we are using our laptops and mobile phones. But it's really not affected how we are interacting with people or how frequently we are communicating with peers or clients. It's actually increased the number of calls and communications back and forth in many ways for a lot of projects, is what we realized. Now, if you see, this is Nelly. She's a project lead. She's driving a project which is 3 to 4 months long, and it's a website or an application project. And she wants to make work very simple and clear for the team. They want to just go 1 week at a time, and because predictability is not there for beyond a week's time, right? People just are able to predict 1 week at a time, typically in agile environments. Now, what Nelly wants to do is basically make work very simple. She wants to break down week by week, depending on who's on the project, what team members are available, etc. Right? As a project lead, Nelly would want to know the availability of the team for the next week and what things you can realistically take up for the next week. Those are the two things she would want to know. Right now, project managers and project leads and team leads globally are using a variety of tools like Monday.com, Asana, and there are many other project management tools that they use. Of course, like a suite of file sharing and communication apps like Slack, Zoom, G Suite, Jira, Confluence, Teams, etc. So this is like one suite of apps people are using for project management today. Yet, what she is not able to do today is predict the availability of her team members, design 1 week's activities, and ensure the sprint is executed and actually study how the sprint has run. Now, earlier, traditionally, companies used to have leave management software. There is something called a vacation tracking tool or a time management, time tracking tool. where employees would have to register the number of hours they're working, and typically it's like a 8-hour work day, and then you select the projects you're working on, and you fill up the timesheets. And this software was separate, and there was another software for the project work itself that they were doing. How do you communicate with clients, and how do you update the status of tasks? If there are dependencies and risks, how do you handle? These were all separate, disparate softwares that were not talking to each other. Now, what we thought we will do in Timely is basically combine one's presence and connect that to what they're doing during the week. So peer availability, my availability, peer communication, collaboration, and my work sprint, everything is available to me on a single app. That was the idea of having Timely. I would just, before getting into the app screenshots itself, I would probably just at a high level walk through how a project looks like in CodeWave, right? A project or a phase of a project. It could be an app, it could be a site, it could be any custom software. It could typically last like 4 to 5 months long. And each project is first broken down into 1 month milestones. If it is 4 months long, there will be 4 milestones of 1 month each. Now, at the end of the milestone, each milestone is when the company gets paid for the deliverables. Now, further, how we break down a milestone is into weekly sprints. And sprint is just a short distance your team runs, right? It could be just a short piece of short run, basically. And let us say one milestone is broken down to 4 sprints. And sprint 1, you have different people from different roles participating and collaborating and showcasing the deliverables from sprint 1. And sprint 2, it could be a different set of people again, and so on. Like you can run 6 to 8 sprints, for a short project. Now, who would participate in each sprint again depends on the project. Sometimes you go sequentially, like first we'll do the design, development, testing, etc. But sometimes if you really want a cross-functional collaborative team to elaborate on the project requirements together, you have UX guys, BA, QA, everyone participating in the first 2 weeks and elaborating the requirement and then continuing. So this is typically how a project works. And yeah, now coming to what Timely can do, right? Timely is for each code waiver, and there is no separate leave tracking or leave approval mechanism in CodeWave. It's basically a pure consensus driven environment where you can access the Timely app. You can just set your work mode, whether you're working from home or office. Right now it's predominantly work from home. You can apply for a leave, and this option was basically field work, and right now we are not doing much of this as well. So you can just choose your work mode and apply it for a given set of dates. You can choose your own time window. Like I said, people can work any 40 hours a week as long as everyone in the team and the client team is working the same time. And then you can choose how to communicate, how to collaborate, and set your work mode basically. And you can also see how your peers are working. I mean, generally what timings your peers are available and in what modes they prefer working. You can contact them via call or Skype. Again, in the peer profile, you can actually see how occupied they've been in the last 4 to 6 weeks, which is actually important information for you to empathize with somebody before approaching them for help or for anything, for any intervention. So this is the availability module where you can set your own availability work mode. You can also see how your peers are working. I'll just move on to the next work sprint module. This is a place where you can see all your current projects. If you're part of one project or 2 projects, you can see both the projects here, who are the peers who are collaborating in each group. This is somewhat similar to like a Skype group that you have. Wherein you collaborate. If I click on this project, I go into the sprint detail, which is essentially what my week looks like on this project next week. what are the activities which are planned. Now, this typically a project manager sits down with the team. They break down the sprint activities. They upload an Excel to the app, and then people start seeing the activities here. Now, I can roughly see what are my to-dos and what are others' to-dos and how many items are open. Now, if there are, let us say, 10 activities for a team for next week, people can choose to pick up what they're comfortable doing. And again, this is all left to the peer group to decide who is comfortable doing what, how they want to share the responsibility for that particular week. Some activities are open for all, say, for example, design, wireframing, or use case elaboration or test case elaboration. These are all cross functional activities. Typically, even anybody on the project team can take up. So it'll be indicated as open for all. They can just pull it up if they have some time, they can help with it. Now, Mindly has few checks to make sure people are sharing work evenly with everyone. The sharing of work happens with some level of fairness, based on, this should not be like people are biting more than they can chew, right? So you will see an app pop up if you take up work that is more than 4 days or 4 to 5 days a week. It'll tell you that, hey, it's good to see you're challenging yourself, but you can always seek help and share work. And if the app sees that you've probably taken up lesser than other peers, it will give you a nudge saying that, hey, maybe there's an opportunity for you to share better. And if you're stuck with a certain item, you also see some messages saying that, hey, there are people who might have solved this problem before. You might want to reach out to them. And this is just a small cheer that says, hey, you're a flash. You've completed what you took up. If you want to just see around, see someone who needs help. These are some app level checks to make sure that we are taking up healthy goals and we are eliminating stress at source. Right? And when you've completed a particular activity, you just give us some information for project managers to estimate work better in the future, which means you just indicate whether you took a known path or tried a new path. Generally, when you're trying a new path for any activity, you might have to deal with a lot of unknowns, and generally the research effort that goes in is more than what was planned initially. So we just want to capture that information, like how long would you attribute to this activity if you tried a new route. This is just to help our estimations in future. And the next step is basically you're giving away your karma points that you earned by completing that activity. So this is basically a gesture of either recognizing yourself or a peer who helped you with that activity. This is also to cultivate that attitude of gratitude and giving back to others, and recognizing others, at the earliest moment of opportunity, not waiting to say a thank you or recognizing them later. And other features in Timely is you have some content on body, mind, wellness, and sleep. This is all from CultFit and other publicly available content. You also have a productivity tool called a Tomato Timer. If you want to do a meeting or if you want to do a focused brainstorming session and you want to complete it within 25 minutes. Basically, in CodeWave, we believe that every brainstorming activity or a meeting or a particular individual activity should be broken down to a level it can be completed within 25 minutes. That makes it simple, focused, and you finish your day early. And once you are done with few activities, the app also nudges you to take a break and relax. In the back end, right? So what do we do with all of this data that is captured? The PMs get to see how teams are occupied throughout so many weeks. You can see the dark blue patches. It indicates that somebody is heavily occupied. So, for example, Neha has been working continuously for 3 weeks without a break. Now, this also helps us to proactively tell people to take a break. And we can also onboard new people who've been relatively free, right? Here, Shaheen was, I think, relatively lesser occupied for so many weeks. So probably he can come in and help a project wherein another peer could go on a break. So this ensures there is a healthy cycle of activity and rest. And PMs have all the information to decide this and help the peers. So that is at a very high level what the app can do. Again, to recap what we just talked, you can set your availability work mode. You can see how your peers are working and what timings they prefer. You can see how my week looks like, and you can also discuss who would do what. You can update your activity status. You can relax and be productive and finish your work early. And apart from this, right now we're planning to add more features on integrating my growth into the app itself. We have 5 performance parameters in CodeWave, which is dependability, impact, team play, competence, ownership. Now, this is generally a 6-month performance cycle, right? There's a feedback cycle that happens every 6 months. Now, what our product team is trying to imagine is, can we, instead of having a 6-month review cycle, can we integrate peer feedback as part of sprint retrospectives? And basically we don't need the 6-month cycle if we do that. Now I can see my own growth happening week on week or month on month, and it also gives me a sense of direction in my career. So that's where we are heading with the product. Timely, the way we are looking at it is not just for CodeWave, but also any remote workplace, that is trying to adopt self-management, right? So with remote work, managers are the first roles being fired right now, and teams are becoming more empowered, more self-managed, and therefore you need some tools that can integrate their presence and the work they're doing. We are also trying to sell the solution to enterprises at a very basic fee, of course, $3 per user. And we are adding more features to it. These are some of our industry partnerships. I'm part of the Project Management Institute alumni, and they seem very keen to know about this tool and start promoting it. We are also part of forums like that are promoting this idea of self-managed teams. And we are also tying up with researchers like Gartner and Forrester. So some of the industry research we can contribute to. This is just a brief introduction to ourselves. I come from a product management background, and I also hold a management program in entrepreneurship along with the PMP certification. Abhijit comes from a technology background. He's also an AWS certified professional. This is briefly about Timely, the product we are trying to build. Again, this is really at a beta stage right now. I would say not even beta, it's alpha stage. Right now it's an internal tool, but the way we see it is not just as an internal tool, but also can help other remote teams. I'll just stop sharing. Maybe we can open the floor for questions. Any thoughts, any comments, questions?
With Mayank here, I wanted to ask one question is, what is the use of the karma points in the future, like in Timely?
So the idea of karma points, it's actually inspired from a real incident that happened in CodeWave a few years back. I think Tanush got a spot award, and he gave away the spot award to Kirti, who helped him achieve that goal. So we saw that people like sharing gratitude towards people who have selflessly helped them achieve a goal, right? So that is the same thing, the same gesture we wanted to bring inside the app. Where people have this opportunity. At each sprint level, they could probably share gratitude with peers who helped. And that's also contagious, right? You also start thinking of who helped you in your growth. That's the idea. behind karma points. It is not linked to how fast you do something or how much you do work, or it has nothing to do with the pace or the volume of work. It only has got to do with who helped you achieve, complete a particular activity, and how would you show gratitude.
Okay.
Pavan, would you like to add anything that was missing or anything?
I think we have covered it.
Okay. Any other thoughts on, um, the app itself? Do you think it'll help us given this remote situation? Any other thoughts? So what Timely is not is it is not Jira, or it is not a Google Sheets, or it is not Slack. Um, Timely will be integrating with all the available tools that are being popularly used today. Timely is just to connect my presence and how my week looks like. That's all. So it's more of a interface where I can track my growth, and the app is going to be integrated with a variety of apps. Of course, Google Sheets, Trello boards, your Mural shared boards, or it could be integrated with Git, um, Jira, and other project management tools where any task is elaborated. That's how we see it. Any other thoughts before we conclude?
Vidya, I have one thought actually. I just went through the app. There is a work window, right? Time window, sorry. That
Yeah.
choose a time window. So there we have a continuous time window, right? I
Yes,
mean,
yes, that's a very interesting point. Actually, when we were designing that screen, we were actually thinking in work from home. Typically, work happens in bursts, right? It happens in a burst of 2 hours, 1.5 hours. It depends on our lifestyle, basically. Um, but we to keep it simple, for now, it is just a broad time window where one can contact you. It is not like an accurate depiction of how you work, but it's basically, generally saying, everyone saying that, hey, I'm going to be generally available between, morning times or evening times. It's just about that.
yeah. So just a suggestion. Can we add some option like a break in between this time window? We will be someone will be available between 8 to 10, but there will be a break for 2 hours. It will be from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. maybe.
Yep, yep. That's a brilliant point. In fact, Pavan, I think we should also cover the scenario of part-time team members. It could be freelance consultants who are available for 4 hours, or how would they set the times?
Sure.
I've noted down that point for well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Any thoughts? Any other thoughts on how else we could do this? Or any comments on how your friends in the industry or how other companies are doing it? In any insights?
Vidya, one more thing we can add is I don't know if it's already told, but we can add like half day leaves. Even I've taken like couple of half day leaves, but we don't have that option directly here. We need to set the window, and the whole day is there. So sometimes even Shine goes away, or I go away for half day in case of any emergency. For that, if anything is possible.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. We'll think through that. That could be a good enterprise feature. In CodeWave, leaves are more of a peer consensus thing. We generally don't track leaves, and um, uh, I mean, it's not actioned as long as the team is okay with the peers' availability. We are good. And we're also ensuring that the mails go. You generally would have received one peer notification mail, right? Somebody is planning an off and give your consensus and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I've noted the half a day leaves feature, Mike. Thank you for that. An open question to maybe all of you here is given this remote work is going to continue for at least a year, right? I at least see that until 2021 ending, we're going to see the WFH continue and until hybrid models come. But at least in CodeWave, we see remote work, self managed teams becoming the future. Do you think then should we have a common time window or should we allow flexible times which is decided at a project level?
I think it can be flexible. It's just that only for the team collaboration, right? There has to be one particular point of time wherein they meet at this particular time of the day, discuss their work for the day or two, and then probably they could work whenever they are flexible, is what I think.
Well, that's a great point. Thank you, Shilpa. So you're suggesting in my project group, I could probably decide on a time that we will set aside for meetings and collaboration, and probably on other times we can all be flexible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it, got it. Um, Thank you for sharing. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, so that's a good idea actually. So what I need to add is like suppose today the team is going to decide what task the peers are going to perform, right? So we can just catch up in the morning just for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day also we will catch up to just discuss what we have done. So there will be 2 catch-ups in the day, and rest we will be flexible to work.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good point. We generally have a daily huddle called the daily stand up call, which we are doing it offline. I mean, the PMs will be independently doing it for their respective groups. It's generally a 10-minute sync up in the mornings, I guess. We could probably, decide this at a project level and also allow flexibility for other times, like you said.
Yeah.
Another question to you all: how are you? Are you all doing the daily stand-up using Skype, or do you think if Timely app itself initiates a call, would that help?
Yeah, I think it will help because it would be the tool for the same, right? I mean, I know my tasks for the week are already there in my sprints, and at the same time, if I can have calls on Timely itself, that would help. Now, currently, it is done on Skype, so
Okay.
maybe slowly we can do it on Timely itself.
So an automatically initiated phone call, it's more of a telecom network call than a internet call, you're saying?
Even an internet call would do, but it's just that, where we can just plan it. It need not be online or offline. It's totally fine. As long as, we can collaborate and decide what needs to be done.
Okay. Great, great. Any other thoughts and any other suggestions?
I think there is a question that has been put in the chat.
Let me just go through the chat. Hi, my screen has been stuck. How exactly it will help QA? Okay, so for the QA team, right, this is again a part of the weekly sprint planning exercise, which the project manager does at the beginning of each sprint. They would just sit down with the designers, developers, and the QA team and plan the capacity for that week. What is the availability we have for the week, and how do we plan activities from people in various roles. Generally, in agile environments, things don't happen like waterfall, right? You don't do the designs first, development later, and then the testing at the end. In an agile project, generally all characters, all the roles participate starting from week zero, from the briefing of the project and vision elaboration. So, to answer your question, Raj, the respective project manager assigned to your project would be conducting a sprint planning ceremony with all the teams and coming up with a sprint plan for the week. And that will also include QA activities along with development activities. And if there are activities that are taking more time, if some feature is a spike feature which extended to more time than it was planned, the activity continues and it's carried on to the next sprint. Anything else? Okay, I think he was able to receive that. Okay, this was just an introductory, high-level overview session on what the app can do. We would really love all of your thoughts and suggestions anytime as you're using the app. And since the product is still in early alpha stage, we're still using it at an internal level. Any suggestions welcome. Please feel free to use the app, try out all the features, and let us know what can be improved. So, should we close the session today? Anyone else who wants to say something, share comments or anything, or we could probably conclude today's session and take questions later.
I think we can conclude with that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you all for taking time. I hope you found the session helpful. Please come back with any thoughts, suggestions anytime. You can reach out to Pavan, Ankush, or me working on the product. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.